You're now listening to Hispanics Causing Panic, baby.
Let's go ahead and proceed here. Hey, Lyin Ryan is back, right? He's out here saying that he's going to be fighting April 2nd. So, like, you know, remember the whole thing where he's like, oh, what's up, Isaac Cruz? I want a piece of you, right? And I said, what do you think about him coming back? And did you believe he ever had intentions of fighting Isaac Cruz?
No, you know, so many things about Ryan. I think that he needs to just shush, right? Like who's his PR, you know, who's managing the kids, you know, media accounts, you know, he needs to just shush. I absolutely loved Gamboso's tweets over the weekend. If y'all didn't catch him, go look him up on Twitter, because he said it like it is and he put everybody in their place. And he told them, he says, I fight my fights in the ring, not on Twitter. Right. So Ryan has a lot to prove now. We're going on a year since he last fought. You know, the whole Isaac Cruz situation. There was some quote, or someone quoted the father saying that they had gotten something. But then, you know, you hear that it's just maybe Oscar trying to kind of show face that he's doing everything within his power, you know, to make something happen for Ryan. You know, who knows? The thing is that he shouldn't even be in this position. He shouldn't have put himself in this position, right? Where they're having to extend a contract, not to take away from Isaac Cruz, because I like him and I think that he did a great job, but to be extending a contract to Isaac Cruz versus, you know, the other fighters that we want him to be against. This is where he put himself at. So who's he going to fight next now? I don't know.
Let's do this.
So, Mike, you're looking forward to the comeback of Ryan Garcia. How do you feel about this whole Ryan Garcia thing?
I like the kid as a fighter. In that last fight that he had over a year ago now, he did show me a lot more than I thought he would. And I thought he had the year, you know, laid out for him. Oscar and Golden Boy had everything planned for him. I can say that I've been told things that there was legit deals set 2 or 3 different times last year for him that were already set to go before, you know, he had his problems that caused him to pull out. The JoJo fight. I'll be honest with you, man. JoJo told me some things that I would never repeat after that fight fell through. Shout out to JoJo Diaz, good friend. But yeah, I mean, I like the guy. I will say this though, with the fight with Isaac Cruz, from what I was told, they offered the contract to Cruz, and Cruz's people responded with, let's do it on pay-per-view. No disrespect to Cruz, but he's not a pay-per-view fighter.
Let's do this.
You know what, Mike? And I agree with you. And I think that's what also upsets me, is that he's still thinking he's at that level where he can ask and demand it and deserves it. You know, so that's a problem. You know, someone needs to... I almost feel like that's an indicator of some yes men, you know, hanging around. And that's a problem. You know, that's definitely a problem. We know what that can do to a fighter when you're surrounded by nothing but yes men. So that's a problem. And I definitely think he needs to humble down, realize because it was damage, you know, and nothing. I know it's a sensitive topic, you know, nothing with, you know, what was he really sick? Was he not sick? Was he this? Whatever the case was, it caused damage.
Let's do this.
Ryan Garcia, this is the way I see it. Okay? I always find myself saying these words. Okay? I always find myself saying this sentence. Pues no que estaba depressed, right? I always end up saying those things because he talks so much shit to these fighters, okay? Like I thought you were depressed, dude. I thought you went on a getaway with your girlfriend somewhere to go like clear your head and work this whole like depressed thing out. You know what I mean? Like, why are you talking to Tank Davis that you're gonna knock the dude out when everybody knows you're not gonna fight him, dude? Everybody knows, like why you like, and everyone wants me to have empathy for the guy, and I'll give you an example. Like, to the gymnast in the Olympics, I believed her. Okay? I looked at her and said, yeah, I believe it. I do. With Ryan, I just don't believe him. Like, I'm sorry, I don't believe the guy because of his pattern of behavior. And I can't have that much sympathy for the guy. Like you're telling Cruz, oh, we offer Cruz so much money and he didn't take it. And right. Well, the money's only good if you actually show up to fight the guy.
If you fight, yeah. And that was the other thing. Cruz said that in case he pulled out, he still wanted some of that money at least.
And why should he ask for that?
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
Fair.
That makes sense. I agree with him on that.
And good for him.
Because Linares is just swimming in the money that he made in the Ryan Garcia fight, right? He's just doing backstrokes on the money.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he's got to put a deposit up, bro, because you're a liability now. Fair, unfair, even if it's true that you're going through depression, like even then, like you're a liability, bro. Like you can't what? So like at the last minute, you can say, you know what? Estoy depressed. Ya me voy a pasearme con mi novia a México porque ya estoy depressed. Like no, you can't just like you can't expect dudes, right, to just or bend to your will. You just can't do that. Cruz has other options, bro. Cruz can get a rematch with Tank. Cruz could be like, yo, I thought I beat this dude. I want to run it back. You know, and that's money right there. Mm-hmm. Cruz can say, like, look, shit, I think I could be in the mix for Cambozas. He really can, if you think about it.
Yeah.
So I think Ryan, like you made your bid, and I know that Mauricio Sulaiman came out. Shout out to Mauricio Sulaiman, by the way. Okay. Shout out to him. Cause all these division. Ryan Garcia show that he is an ambassador to the sport, being brave enough to come out and show that you can be going through mental illness, but still be a champion, which is why we did not strip him. Yeah, okay, good job. Okay. I'm sorry. Mental illness is real, guys. I'm not trying to minimize it at all. Believe me. Okay. But just like a real injury, if a fighter has a leg injury, okay, if his ACL gives out and he's injured and needs to be out of action, right? They get stripped because the sport moves on. If your mental illness is so bad that you're not able to box in the ring because of it, then that is an injury and you should not still keep the fucking interim belt.